Yeah, Kings were one of your guys' only losses this season. What are kind of some of the difficulties going up against Sacramento?
Well, I mean, they can score it from every position on the floor, and those guys that come off the bench, I mean, they put out a lot of threats and really well coached team. They hard to guard, a ton of movement, a lot of kind of random actions. They play fast, and they just maximize the personnel, and they pieces fit so well together. So it's really tough. And they put a big first quarter on us and made us chase the game, and that was really, really difficult for us. I mean, we kind of closed it in, but you got to play perfect at that point.
Slomo got a lot of reps starting in place of Cat last
Yeah.
season. How does his role in terms of what you need him to do out on the floor change depending on the personnel? In this case, starting lineup as opposed to second.
I'm excited to see him. We haven't been able to play him a lot at the 4. He's played mostly at the 3 for us this year, just with the way that we're built, which he's been great at. He's kind of, he plays a lot of different things for us, but he'll play the 4. And he and Rudy have had a great chemistry, and he's really, really kind of gives us a different playmaking ability at the 4 that Cat gives us a lot of scoring more. So that's kind of different, and looking forward to seeing it because it should be comfortable for us because last year we played a lot like that with him. But it's and then some more defensive versatility. Obviously, he can guard 1 through 4 at times, so switching becomes a bigger option for us too.
At this point in the season, what identity do you think is forming with this basketball team?
Well, we've talked about it all from the jump, and defensive led. We want to be a defensive led. I think physicality and length. We want to do things that big teams do. We want to try to be big at the rim, contest shots, rebound the ball well, pound the offensive glass. I think offensively, we're really starting to move the ball much better. We've had a bunch of 30 assist games in the last 5 or 6. I think we're getting more and more comfortable with each other there. So that still is a work in progress for me, where we should be. But defensively, I think obviously it's been our calling card. So.
Well, Coach Finch, you just mentioned about Slomo, getting in and you don't have a service of Carl. How that changed the dynamics of your team as far as defending someone like Domantas Sabonis.
Yeah.
Had a triple-double last night.
Yeah.
Tough in that category.
He's a handful. There's no doubt about it, man. It's physicality. I love players who dictate physicality on the offensive end. He's hitting you first all the time. He has the ability to get you in foul trouble. He's got also the skill to be the hub of their offense. They play through, they got this great combination. It's like they play through him, and he kind of gets everybody going, yet they still have the luxury of having Fox to be able to get himself going. That's always a tough one. But you need as many big bodies as you possibly can. So being down Cat against him is certainly not ideal, but we'll have to figure out a way to manage.
And you also just mentioned it too. I know Anthony Edwards has said many, many times that he loves playing in this building. He loves playing against someone like De'Aaron Fox, and he's putting up great numbers this year too. He's shooting better at the 3-point line. So just want to get your discussion, your commentary on defending him tonight as well.
Yeah. I mean, God, he just gets better and better, man. It makes it so hard now to guard him because his three's going in at a really good rate, and he seems so confident taking it. His burst is there for sure. He can score at all levels. That's always tough. When we played him before, we didn't have Jaden, who is the guy we normally put in those matchups. So, he really had his way with us. So it's and we gotta be able to control him. We just never got him under control in the first game. So.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
We're doing here.